Before I went and got help for my mental health and I accepted the fact that I had issues and I needed to change, I genuinely hated my life. Um, I knew a lot of my friends were depressed as well, but I was always convinced that I was the biggest hater of my own life over anybody. I thoroughly believe that nobody hated their own life as much as I did. Over these last 2 years, I've had a great amount of time and responsibility to myself. When I'm able to be vulnerable now, which is something I was never able to do before, it opened up a lot of doors for me. I was able to release some of the things that I held in since I was a kid. And it was refreshing, to say the least. I don't think I could even put it into words how belittling it felt every single day to know that I was, suffering in silence. And I would put this act on every single day like I was, a superhero, obviously. We all have been there. Anybody who's dealt with depression or any type of mental health issues knows. But I was definitely the best person I knew at doing that. And I hated everything about myself. I hated the way that I carried myself. I hated the way I was mean to everybody, just because of my own demons that I was dealing with. I would go through every single day of my life treating everybody like garbage, and then I would dwell on it every single night and say I was going to fix it the next day. The next day comes around and I repeat the same cycle. Acceptance for me meant more than just, I need to go get help. That was the first step. I accepted that I had, a lot of mental health issues. I accepted the fact that I had a drinking problem. I dug myself in a very, very deep pit of despair that it was hard to get out of. And by the grace of God, I was able to get out of it. Every single thing that used to make me hate life now kind of makes me appreciate and love life more than I can say that I ever did before. There will be things that'll happen every single day of my life. The same types of things that would happen before that would trigger me, and I would get so angry and I would be so hateful and just mean. And I would just blame everybody else, and I would play victim all the time. Those were the things that used to make me hate life, when in reality all the hate was directed at myself. I just wouldn't admit it. I was very careless with my life too. Some of the things I would do when I was so depressed and I would drink, it makes me almost, replay those scenes in my life in my head sometimes on this journey of growth and become more appreciative for the fact that I still have a life to live, because I was a ticking time bomb. If I didn't value my own life, then I certainly didn't value anybody else's life, and I was just selfish. I've never been open to being vulnerable, and when I first made this change for myself, it was the scariest feeling in the world, and I didn't want to even be in it. I just wanted to not exist anymore. It's the most belittling experience of my entire life when I had to sit in the hospital and admit to everybody that I had a drinking problem, and admit to everybody that I'm not okay. The guy that walks around smiling every single day. I had to open my mouth and tell people, strangers, family, friends, everybody, that I hate my life. At the time, that was a curse. That was a demon for me. And I hated it so much. Now, the things that used to make me hate this life, it makes me love this life. I still make a lot of stupid decisions. I still make a lot of stupid mistakes. But I'm able to make those stupid mistakes with a clear mind, with the ability to fix these things without running into a burning building with no backup. I'm able to do these things in my life sober now. I'm able to do these things mentally intact. I'm able to do these things, maybe things that I don't want to do, or things that aren't very fun, or deal with grief, or deal with this, or deal with that, whatever it may be. The bottom line is life is going to be full of grief. Life is going to be full of hardships. Life is going to be full of trials. And knowing that I don't have to deal with those trials as a drunk person that's mentally not okay, it makes it so much better. I know that may sound crazy. And I've had people tell me, I talk to people who I'm in meetings with, and I go to meetings with and I talk to them and I share my story and they're just amazed, You're 24 years old. How do you, when I was 24, I could never even think to be like that because I was never accepting of my issues. And these will be, 40, 50, 60-year-old people that'll tell me this. And truthfully, it's nothing that I've done differently or better than anybody else. It's the fact that I've actually let God take the wheel of my life. And sometimes I really do still mess up, and I don't give him the attention or focus that I should in order to boost my life and build upon the foundation that has been set for my journey of life. That is a part of growth. No matter what age you're in, and I'm learning this more and more, no matter what age you're in, no matter, how tall we are, what our skin color is, no matter what it is, I'm learning that I'm never too different, I'm never too young, I'm never too old to learn something. And that alone is a huge step for me because my ego has always told me that I don't need to hear shit from nobody. I don't like taking people's advice. I don't like taking people's suggestions. I don't like another human being telling me what to do. But you know what? That's what I need. Some of the things I've been told by therapists and people that have helped me get my mind back together have said things to me and shown me things about the human mind that I was completely unaware of. That makes this worth it. That makes this easier. So that even on my worst days when I still feel a big weight on my shoulders, I don't have to do it with this negative mentality. I don't have to do it with, running to go grab a drink to numb the depression or whatever it may be. Life is going to be life. And there's nothing we can do to change that whatsoever. Being able to appreciate the small things in life is what showed me that even if I dislike something, I still have a reason to be thankful for it. Whatever it may be, it could be setting me up for the next best thing. And I'm completely unaware of what that could be because I don't know my future. But I leave that future open to God because I know He has my best interest at heart 1,000,000 times over, more than I could comprehend. I want you to know how proud of you I am. If you're in a situation where maybe you think that you don't like your life, you don't love your life, you don't appreciate your life, you're going through something that you just cannot comprehend. Be still with it. Give it days, give it a month, give it a couple years, who knows? Just be in your own confined space right now. Do what you can do in the moment. You might not love every situation of your life right now. I don't. But when I tell you God's timing works different than ours, we don't know, and that's okay. But He has our best interest at heart. Sometimes life can feel hopeless. It can feel grim. And I still feel that weight a lot of the times in my life. But it's worth it. When you're able to change the negative things that make everything in your life negative, you're able to rewire that brain, even if it's just a little bit, to be able to appreciate what you can appreciate instead of hating what you can hate. I've personally found that is very, very beneficial and very helpful. And I'm with you no matter what journey you're on because I know it's a special one. So keep fighting. Just want to let you know I love you. And for today, that's just all I got. Thank you, though.